after 1 year in the United States as a student at UCLA, which Scott Fitzgerald says that there are no second chances, no second opportunities in American life, but he was wrong because he didn't apply to UCLA Extension. UCLA Extension gave me the opportunities that I really needed. So after 1 year studying journalism, television, and a lot of English, because if I have an accent now, and I do have an accent, just imagine 30 years ago, I couldn't even understand myself. It was so difficult for me. It was everything was foreign to me. And as an immigrant, that means that I left everything behind. I left my house, my home, my friends, and the sense that life was going to be predictable. Everything changed for me. So after 1 year and with a certificate in my hand, I was able to apply for a magical part of the American law called practical training that allowed me as a student to work for 1 or 2 years in this country. And that's when I applied to KMEX Channel 34 in Los Angeles, which was the Univision affiliate in Los Angeles. But I kept on watching them every single day from a little TV that I had bought, really this small. And I kept on going with the news director, Pete Moraga, asking him for a job. And he was telling me, well, until you can work legally here, we won't be able to do that. So as soon as I finished the UCLA Extension program, I started working at KMEX. And that was the best workshop in the world, because there were only 2 reporters, and each reporter had to do 3 reports a day, sometimes 4 reports a day. So at the end of 2 years working for KMEX as a street reporter, I ended up producing thousands and thousands of reports. And that was the best school that I ever got, not only in journalism, but also in American life and in how to make an impact on people. I would always go back to the news station, and when it was a complicated story, I would go to the news director, Pete Moraga, and I would tell him, you know, I don't know how to tell this story. I don't know exactly how to explain it. And he would ask me, tell me, what do you see? And I would go ahead and tell him, well, I went to cover such and such thing, and this happened. And then he would stop me and say, stop. Tell me this report just as you just did right now. And that's what I learned, that television is such an artificial media industry that to be natural and to tell a story is probably one of the most important things. So I ended up reporting as I would talk. And that's what I learned, that you have to tell a television story as if you're telling your best friend or your mom or your father. Somebody has no idea what you were doing, and you got to tell them in the easiest way possible, and you only have one shot. If they don't understand it the first time, they won't understand it. So that's what I learned when I was a street reporter in Los Angeles.